How you all doing on this beautiful day? What's going on? How you all doing on this beautiful day? All right, welcome to Planter Garden TV. How you guys doing today? All right. Today we're just walking through today and see what's here to harvest. So we don't really want anything go to waste. So we're gonna leave back a few things to go back to the earth. You see we have pumpkin and the leaf them and them still green and they still pushing flowers at this time. But the thing about it is we don't know about the the frost. We know when the frost come, the frost does its thing. All right, wait, I have some burdock I need to harvest that I did not harvest, which is one is right here. And we also have a few over here to harvest. I'm trying to figure out what is going on here because these are my actually sorrel, and I've noticed that they're turning flowers. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be picking a few of them. I'm sure you could use them and make tea. These are sure you could use them and make tea, but I'm gonna be picking a few of these and for make some nice sorrel juice for myself. All right. So we still in this time, we still have a whole lot going on. Okay, we still have a whole lot going on, and there's a lot of food still to harvest. There's a lot of herbs still to harvest. There's a lot of pepper still to harvest. There's pumpkin still to harvest. So it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. And also these things come from studying plants and pay attention to plants and watch what plants grow in your zone. Pay attention to the plants that grows in your zone, because when you pay attention to plants that grows in your zone and you take care of them, you ain't got to worry. Everything just produce in abundance. So this is a 100% organic garden. We do not use any form of chemical in this garden. And I'm not saying that anyone shouldn't do what they got to do, but I recommend you can use natural product from out your garden and you can have a successful garden. All right, I grow a 10-foot pepper tree, which is, this pepper tree is a 10-foot pepper tree. I grew this pepper tree and I didn't have to use any kind of chemical around it. You see what I'm saying? Let me give you an idea of, this is a monkey face pepper. This is a monkey face pepper, which is a hot pepper. I've been harvesting from this pepper tree for a very long time this season. And we in November and the frost is coming and we still able to harvest pepper on this beautiful day. So I have so many peppers drying in the sun because the coldness ain't come on yet. So we have a lot of pepper drying in the sun. We also have a lot of pepper sauce. These are the type of stuff that we add to our soil and build our soil. We try to stay away from any form of chemical because it does not make, to me, it doesn't make any sense. So shout out to all the people who come out today. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys. Now, guys, my plan for this garden season is, if you notice, I have these pepper trees. And these pepper trees is still healthy, beautiful, and still producing. So I'm planning to try to secure these pepper tree. This season, we also have another pepper tree down here, which is habanero. You see? Lots of pepper. So we also able to get a lot of seeds as well for next garden season. More than enough seeds from these pepper. So it's a blessing and it's a beautiful day out here. It looks like it's gonna rain, so we don't want to stay out here. But I want to show you a few things that's still going on because it's a lot of food still in this area. This area, I hardly harvest any food from this area. And we have so much edibles going on right here. Let me see if let me try this edible. Live from Planter Garden TV. A nice bundle of edibles. This is a nice bundle of edibles. So anyhow guys, I'm not gonna make this video long. I'm gonna make it pretty short. But this is just an update of the garden in November. We know this is a yam that I know harvest here. This is a yam I know harvest. It ain't a big yam, but I'm grateful. I ain't gonna lie, I'm grateful. You see, this is the vines that it came from, and I know harvest it out of this hole, and it's a pretty nice size. I also have yam in this whole area here to harvest. So at the end of the day, it's so much. Guys, I think I harvest pepper till I tired this season. Yeah, I harvest pepper till I tired. Shout out to all the gardeners. Shout out to all the people out there who trying to grow something. Don't give up. Sometimes you meet a lot of trials. Some people say trial and tribulation. But you always got to remember, you're not just growing it because you want to grow it. You're growing it for food, to feed your family. All right. So this is a ripe one right here. So shout out to everyone. Even over here is actually loaded with bell pepper. Bell pepper everywhere on these trees. Bell pepper everywhere, man, on these trees. Watch. Bell pepper. Check it out. Bell pepper, bell pepper. These plants produce so much pepper. Watch up here. Bell pepper. Everywhere you turn is bell pepper. Come over this side. Watch. Bell pepper, bell pepper. All down to the bottom. Bell pepper. Look, a nice massive one here. Bell pepper. All over here. Bell pepper. Bell pepper. Up inside here. Bell pepper. The trees them just loaded. Watch here. Bell pepper everywhere. These bell pepper tree does not stop produce. So my aim is for this season, I'm going to build a greenhouse. When I say build a greenhouse, what I mean build a frame around here and wrap it with plastic. So basically, it's gonna be a cheap greenhouse, not an expensive greenhouse. Pretty cheap greenhouse that we're gonna be using to cover these plants. Because I mean, these plants is, look over here again. Over here again, bell pepper. It's like so much. These plants produce so much. And listen to me, I've been harvesting bell pepper all through the year. All through the year from about June, July, I've been harvesting bell pepper non-stop. So guys, sometimes you gotta believe in yourself, and sometimes you gotta trust yourself. Sometimes you gotta trust your soil. It's so much things you gotta trust sometimes. Sometimes we don't believe in what we have. You know what I mean? And sometimes we get distracted from other people. You see what I'm saying? So pay attention. All these is okra seed. Pay attention, guys. Pay attention to your garden, your surrounding, your soil, everything, man. Because at the end of the day, you see, this is one limb break right here. And look how much pepper it have on. One limb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One limb, 7 pepper. This, I'm telling you, right now, you can harvest so much pepper coming up in this area here, but I'm just allowing them. What I'm actually doing, I'm actually trying to get them in, because if you notice up here, you're gonna see so many small ones. So because you're seeing so many small ones, I have to protect this plant. This plant is 7 feet tall. This is a bell pepper tree, 7 feet tall. So I gotta try and protect these plants, man. This is the first season. I grow these bell pepper every year, but this is the first season I'm gonna try to protect them. So stay tuned, guys, because very soon you guys gonna be seeing the video how I protect my bell pepper tree, how I protect my 10 feet pepper tree, how I protect my scorpion pepper, which is this one. I'm gonna try to protect all of them, which is this one. This is a scorpion. We also have the monkey face pepper. I don't know how, if it gonna work, but if you don't try, how you gonna know? These are beautiful, healthy pepper plants that's still pushing flowers in November. So if I can build a greenhouse around them, frame it out and buy some plastic and wrap it around them, which I gotta do pretty soon, I think it might be able to work. Also, these type of, just throw these around their roads. Okay, give me the shovel, please. I have some harvest I want to do. Let me see. Let me go harvest one of these burdock right up here. We have ginger. All these is ginger. We have ginger here to harvest. We have ginger over there to harvest. We also have ginger up here as well. But the pumpkin was covering these ginger, so they didn't get to do too well. So let me just harvest this one and see what's going on down here. All right, this is the old part, and this is ginger, guys. Yes, this is why I love gardening. Even these, the pumpkin did these really cover them up. So I'm not even sure if anything is here, but hey, country hustle, what's up? What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, I don't even think anything is here, because these ginger Oh wow, they still have something. Wow. You see, they're small, but at the end of the day, it's still something, because why? The pumpkin vines was in control of them, so it's like they didn't get no chance to grow. So now, right in this area here, we have burdock. You see, this is burdock. So I'm going to, all this is burdock seeds. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to try to harvest this burdock. Let me see what's going on here. Burdock come back every year, guys. I just want to see, I just want to have an idea of what's going on. You see, they push their roots so deep. All this is burdock root right here. You see, this is burdock root. This is burdock root. Yeah. They push the roots so deep, man. This piece, burdock root, pretty small, but all right, okay. What's gonna happen now? These burdock gonna come back. They're gonna come back for next garden season. So all I wanna do, this is shisho, and this is a herb as well. And if you notice, there's a lot of seed here. So all these gonna come shed a lot of seed on the ground, and then they're gonna come back. So this whole area here is burdock. But I don't really want to harvest too much. I just want to leave them because I want them to spread. I want them to spread like their seeds. I want to have a whole bed with burdock. So all you know, they're going to come back. They push their roots so deep, man, I'm telling you. Okay, this is the shisho here. This shisho, lots of seeds. Yes, guys, so it's all about gardening, guys. It's all about gardening. This is an avocado tree right here that this come back last year. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be trying to cover this one up as well. This is Edo. For the people who don't know about Edo, this is actually Edo. Let me show you how you harvest the Edo. You know, I show you guys a lot of stuff, man, live. No, this one in Edo, this one is actually Tanya. This one is actually Tanya. Yeah, this one is Tanya. All these are small ones. So these you could plant back next season. Okay, see a scorpion run along there. Yes, guys. So this is Tanya, and because they're small, I'm gonna save them and I'm gonna replant them for next garden season. I'm gonna bury them right back here, a matter of fact. All of them right there. Bury them there and cover them. And when you cover them, you're gonna come right back for the spring. Yes. So yes, guys, at Plant a Garden TV, we're still able to harvest. All right. Over here, this is okra seed. So we're actually saving these okra seeds. These are okra seed right here, the okra pods. You know, you have to save your seeds for next season. No, I ain't even got to open these pods. All I can do is just put them in an area without opening them and just leave them there. All this is fresh okra seed. We always try to save back seed for next season. We always try to save okra seed for next season. So every year we pile up fresh seeds every year. So now this is actually November, and guys, we trying to do the laps then that we trying to harvest mostly everything we can. Every day we come in the garden, we have something to harvest. These are actually peanuts. So let's see what's going on with our peanuts. Ooh, look at there, guys. Peanuts. This is actually peanut. All right. So yes, guys, this is so much here. Hold on. So much here still to do. And this is actually the ending of the garden season. But at the end of the day, being grateful, it's a blessing. Being grateful, it's a blessing. Let me see, these are ginger. Let me see. This is what we do at Plant a Garden TV. We show it live. So this is ginger. Oh, nice harvest, yeah, okay. I mean, ain't this a blessing? Ain't this a blessing? That you just walk out in your garden and just see more ginger. Put them on the bowl and bring the container for me, the black container. Put them on the thing over there, yes. Okay, this is a nice size, yeah. Ain't natural like Enzi, what's up? Bless up, man, bless up. Yes, this is actually the ending of, this is actually November, and we just walking through and we just seeing all that we need to harvest because we know the frost is coming pretty soon. So we just trying to walk through and harvest. Some of the things we got to leave them back to go back to the earth because we always give back. We always give back. When you're dealing with nature, you always give back. You cannot eat everything. You also want to make sure that when you feed, you got to give back. You got to give back. The birds gonna take. There's animals that comes in gonna take. But just remember, you cannot eat everything. Oh, nice. Nice ginger here, man. Nice ginger. The more you give, the more your garden bless. I'm telling you. The more you give, the more your garden bless. Because nature operates a certain way. And you cannot be greedy. Okay, more ginger, more ginger. More ginger. All right, you cannot be greedy in this thing, man. Okay. More ginger. Blessings, everyone. Blessings. All right, so I'm not going to harvest anything more for the day. I think I'm going to call it George for the day. I have so many still to harvest, guys. So much food still to harvest. So much. So much. All down inside here. If you notice, all down inside here is food. There's actually food down inside here. This is a root of Edo right here. When you have a food forest, man, you should be, you see, this is Edo. When you have a food forest, you should be able to eat, especially if you're down in these zone 8, zone 9, them area there, you should always have food in your garden. And that's the honest truth. The thing is, you gotta study the plants them. This is more Edo. You gotta study what grows in your zone well. And when you study what grows in your zone well, that's where the success comes. But sometimes people tell us that we cannot grow certain things in certain places. But if we don't try, we're not gonna know. All right? Because someone told me I couldn't grow Edo in this zone. And I actually been growing Edo for a long time now. A very long time. And very successful too. I don't harvest over 100 pounds of Edos already this year. And the good thing about it is, what you do, you just put them back in the earth and cover them, and they comes right back up in the spring. Okay, let me see. Just want to say hi before I go to work. I'm happy to say my mustard greens and collards green have come up after the forced rain. I've been struggling to grow these for over a year. All right, good to hear that, and you have a blessed day at work, all right? You have a blessed day at work, and good to hear the good news, all right? I can imagine how you feel, because who wouldn't want to feel good? Who wouldn't want to see their garden growing? Who wouldn't want to see things they've been struggling with start thriving? Yes, so you have a blessed and wonderful day, all right? Let nature, all right. Take care. Man. Yeah, I already harvest over 100 pounds of edo this garden season. Very successful garden season this year, even though there was a lot of challenges. There was a lot of challenges with the deer. There was a lot of challenges with the squirrel, but at the end of the day, we still pull through and we still make it work. Now, if you notice what I've now done, I've harvest and I also replant. So the food that I harvest, I replant them as well. So next spring, you're gonna be seeing these same plants growing right back up. That's what I love about these plants. And what I've noticed too, you see, this is what I love about gardening, guys. I've noticed my garlic them start shooting up, and I did not plant any garlic. I always leave garlic in the ground, and I didn't plant any. But look, garlic start coming up already. All over the place, watch. Because guess what? This is the season for garlic. This is the season. This is when you see the garlic start shooting up out of the ground. All right, so it's just a blessing. I'm gonna do a video preparing this garden for you guys to see how I prepare the garden. If you notice right now, what you're gonna be seeing a lot of bushes running everywhere. But now, in these areas, all these bushes is what's gonna be used back into the soil. So this is how we have a natural garden, because we reuse what nature produces and allow it to feed our soil. We don't use anything, because from my experience and what I experience, our garden strive better when it only deals with natural than natural. Believe it or not. We also receive more healthy food from our plants. Why? Because our soil is healthy. So up in this area here, we have, this is a burdock, this is a lavender. I think this plant do well in the spring, in the fall, because in the summer it was doing really bad, and now if you notice, it start getting back green. This is turmeric we have growing here, but I don't want to harvest them. The reason why I don't want to harvest them, because the pumpkin has really take a toll on them. So when the pumpkin take a toll on them, it ain't much you can get from them. But at the same time, let me just harvest it. Because at the same time, the weather is changing and okay, at least. All right. Okay. At least I'm still able to harvest something. So I'm gonna harvest them out because they're not gonna able to stand the weather. So I'm gonna just harvest them and get the few little piece. And then I also could use back their head, their top. Okay, got one piece here. So now what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take off this and we're gonna bury this in some soil and it's gonna come back and it's gonna come back for next season. It's a blessing, guys. Still a pumpkin, that's a nice size pumpkin coming up there. We'll put it down, you ain't gotta carry it, just rest it down there. Okay, we have a next turmeric here. I'm just gonna harvest them because I will able to get a few pieces and then I also able to replant the top. You see, I have a few pieces and then I could also replant the top. So at the end of the day, it's better than, I believe it's better than leaving them for the winter. So today, we harvest okra. This is okra. We're trying to save okra seeds. We also harvest ginger. We also harvest another bowl of pepper. We also harvest edo. And there's so much still to harvest. So, with what I did with my machete. Okay. Do you see the machete? I did bring it. I want to cut down the banana tree. I want to show you guys, but let me find my machete first. I want to show you guys a way that I plan to save my banana tree. Hey, Ty, enjoy gardening. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Blessings. All right, blessing. All right, I got my machete. So now, guys, let's go over here for a minute. You see, guys, still have pumpkin, watch. Still have pumpkin. Still have a lot of food, guys. Still have a lot of food. That's another pumpkin. That's another one coming up there. Then we still have a bunch of arrows. Okay, look, we have another pumpkin right here as well. That's another pumpkin. Then we have another big one up here. Yeah. So food can done. All right, food can done. Now, okay guys, as you see, we have up in the banana tree there now. This banana tree is really tall. You see? I'm gonna show you something that I did. All right, Ty, you here? Well, you did ask me a question about this, so I want to show you something. I did a video. Ah man, I need a lot of here, man. Oh, look, a pumpkin down inside here to watch. Nice pumpkin down inside there. I never even saw the pumpkin. Okay, now, you remember when I cut this banana right here? This is what I'm trying to show the people, right? I cut the banana right here. This is why, yes, I'm watching so I can, right, okay. You remember when I cut this banana right here? If you notice, look what happened. You see, it continue growing. So the banana itself is within. This is just the body. You see, this is just the body that protect the banana itself. Okay, the life. This is the banana itself, the life of the banana going up there. That need to be protected. All right? So once you're able to protect this, you're in good shape. And this is what's going on. Now, I want to do something here today. And this banana tree is pretty tall. And if I don't protect this banana tree, yes, the banana, exactly. You see now, it starts forming back a body around it. You see? It starts forming a body around it, and then it starts pushing up there again. So this up there is basically the life of the banana tree. These are just the covering. All right? Now, if I don't protect this plant, what's gonna happen? It's gonna dry right back down to the ground, just like this one. And I don't want that to happen. All right? I don't want that to happen. I want it to continue. So say for instance, I cut it here. Say for instance, if I cut it here, what's gonna happen? And protect it, what's gonna happen? It's gonna continue from here. You see the life here? You see this? You remember I cut it there? And how it continue pushing up itself? Now, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do here. Here, hold this. Hold this. Now, what I wanna do here is, this is a pretty tall banana tree. And you have small one around it too. So we're gonna happen with these small one. They're gonna basically dry down. So I'm not gonna worry about a small one. I'm more worried about this one. What I wanna do with this one is, I don't wanna cut it. I don't wanna cut it. But I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Because if I cut it, I still got to protect. I still got to, right? If I cut it like this, I still got to protect the top. No, I want to try something different, right? Okay, I want to try something different. Basically, I might got to cut it, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do this time. So I'm only going to cut around here, this side around here. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to push it over, and I'm going to show you exactly what I want to do. Right, okay, so you see what happened, right? So instead I cut it off completely, I cut it this far. Now, what I want to do now, I want to bring back these leaves. You see what I'm doing? I'm actually bringing these leaves back around the plant. It break, but anyhow, that's okay. So now, what you want to do, I didn't want it to break, but it break. But what I want to show you is the top. This top right here, you want to make sure, up there, you want to make sure you cover this. maybe wait, you could use this same banana leaf. Okay, so you know what, I'm gonna chop it lower. All right. Now, you can use this same banana leaf, you see, all around it and wrap it. So basically, we're protecting it. And after we done use all the banana leaf and wrap it around, we could do the body as well. But it's very important to protect the top. You see the top here? It's very important to protect this because the life is in the center. So if you protect this, you actually protecting the banana because this is actually protecting the banana itself. So now we cut the top here, is gonna protect the life that's inside, that push itself up like that one. And also we protect the body of the plant, and then we stand the chance of this banana tree continuing from here and not from the root as a baby like this, because every time it continue from here is a baby. So you're not gonna get no fruits because it's a baby coming up every year. But if you're able to save this, like what I'm planning to do, I'm planning to save this, I'm planning to save this, and I'm also planning to save this. If I can save these for a couple of years, trust me, I might be able to see banana. Last year, if you notice, they all dry down to the ground. This year, I'm gonna be protecting them this year, and I'm showing you what to do. The top, when you cut the banana tree, the truth is I wanted to pull it down and that it can bend.